Guru Mahima, Guru Mahima. अपार महिमा गुरु महिमा गुरु महिमा गुरु महिमा अपार महिमा गुरु महिमा किं वचनीयं गुरु महिमा किं वचनीयं गुरु महिमा अणोरणीयान् गुरु महिमा महतो महीयान् गुरु महिमा सच्चिदानन्द गुरु महिमा भावय हे मन गुरु महिमा गुरु महिमा गुरु महिमा अपार महिमा गुरु महिमा अपार महिमा गुरु महिमा अपार महिमा गुरु महिमा Ahankara is present as a karta and bhokta in waking and dream. Ahankara is present as bhokta only in sleep and is called prajna. Yes, am I correct in understanding? Yes. Anand, in Sushupti Avastha, Ahankara is not available as karma phala bhokta. Means in deep sleep state you are not experiencing the result of action. Then still it is called Ananda book. In Mandukya the word used is Ananda book. There Bhashyakara explains what is that Ananda. He said the state of relaxation, anayasa sthiti rupa Ananda. So that Ananda is there available, is experienced, and that is why it's called Ananda book. But that Anayasa Sthiti, this relaxed state, which is equated to Ananda. And Bhagavan Bhashyakara says that why, how can we call Ananda? He says in Vyavahara, if somebody is relaxing, bale aapko to maja hai, no, you are enjoying. Somebody is relaxing, we say what? You are enjoying. So, relaxation is considered to be Ananda, and that is experienced in deep sleep state. Therefore, prajna is called Ananda. Whose question is it? Is there? Questioner is not there. Oh, you are there. And therefore, the experiencer of relaxed state is called Ananda book, and we can call it Ahankara, but it is a Sukshma Ahankara sometimes they call, or sometimes they call it Prajna. So Prajna is Ananda book there. So you are right. So in that way, you are right. So here let me clarify one thing. In Jagrad Avastha, this Ahankara or Jiva is experiencing the result of Punyam and Papam in the form of Sukha and Dukha. In Swapna Avastha also, you are experiencing the result of Punyam and Papam. Small Punyam, small Papam. It is something like, you can't have this Benz car, then you can have the model of Benz car. That Anand Mahindra, he was asked that why don't you sell your car for 15,000? He said, why 15,000? We can give for 1,500 also. We have a model, So similarly, in dream, we have got like a symbolic experience. I have great desire to become a prime minister. Suppose I don't have. But my prarabdha is not that much. So what will happen? I will become prime minister in the dream. So my small punyam is good enough to give me the experience in dream. Jagrata avastha I cannot get. Swapna avastha also you exhaust your punyam and papam. So there is a bhokta in a conventional sense. Karma phala bhokta is ahankara, is karma phala bhokta in Jagrata avastha, the waking state, and in dream state. In Shushupti avastha, when do you get sleep, When your punya papa account is over. It can happen in the class also. 8:45 when it becomes 8:30, 8:35. So slowly 8:30 a wicket starts falling. So 2-3 people, then some more people. 9 o'clock I think many people are out. So that when your punya papa is over, that time. So in fact you get sleep, you should feel good about it. See, my punya papa account was over. That's why we see, even somebody is sleeping, we don't get angry with them. Even though it may look like an insult. See, I am talking, barking, but still, but shouting, screaming, and you are sleeping. How can you manage to sleep? He is such a powerful mic, but still. Anyway, my sound is like that. Some people say, Swami, your sound is very soft so that people will sleep. I take it as a compliment, yeah. So when you're lullaby, so your punya papa is then exhausted, then you get sleep. That is why this sleep ananda is not the result of your karma. There was some debate, and then we had discussed with one acharya, and we came to this conclusion: it is not the result of punya papa. Some people say, Swamiji, I don't have punyam of good sleep. It is not that. You have more karma to exhaust. In short span of life, you have to exhaust so many karma. Therefore, you don't get sleep. You have to work overtime. So therefore, you don't get sleep. Okay? So sleep is not the bhoga of your karma. Sleep is the experience when your punya papa is suspended. All right. Is it clear, Hari? Is it clear? Okay. Now next one is, whenever we are meditating, it feels very peaceful. But after some time, the legs start hurting. How can we sit in meditation for a long time without physical discomfort? Who has asked this question? Yes. See, are you sitting on the floor, meditation also? Then you can sit on the chair. If you sit on the chair, your leg will have more comfort. So don't have such insistence that I should sit on the floor, then only I will get realization or meditation. No, don't have. Sukhasanam. Whatever posture you are comfortable and steady, that posture you should take. So, and one principle is that in whichever position you are comfortable, your body is comfortable, that posture or that particular seat you should take. One thing. Another thing is, here you don't have a choice. But when you do practice at home, you start with small period, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, until you are comfortable. Up to the time you are comfortable, for that much period you do. And then you increase by 2 minutes every day.
But sometimes happens is like for 15 minutes I'm sitting and meditating and it starts hurting, right? But the state of mind is like I don't want to get up, but it is hurting also.
Yeah. So if you can relax your legs. Like suppose your legs is like cross legged you have done. So you can relax it and make it like a more spread asana. You can do it. So I expect sometimes I generally do like this because because of this slowly going on the other side of 60. So it pains. Therefore I keep it like a child. Child sit like this. Balasana you can say. You can sit like that. Whatever is comfortable. Therefore the definition of asanam given in the Yoga Sutra is what? Sukha sthiram asanam. Sukha means comfortable, sthira means steady. So that which is comfortable and steady, that posture is called asana. Some people think, even we used to think like this, that any posture which is giving some discomfort, that is asana. So me and my friend, who is also a Swami now, so we were, in college days, we used to do asana practice. And will put my legs up and he will little bit stretch it. Is it paining? Yes. It is asana. So that type of wrong thinking we had. So he is also a Swami. So this is how we become Swami. So let the asana, the posture be comfortable and steady. Don't have that value that people who sit in Siddhasana. There is some asana, very beautiful asana, Siddhasana. I used to use it for a long time. I have used very good asana, Siddhasana. But it pains after certain age, knee, etc. So you don't do it. Any asana you are comfortable in, do it. Don't go for the name. The Padmasana, Baddha Padmasana, and so many asanas. Don't go. Whatever asana you are comfortable in, take it. All right. Okay. Now this person who has asked this practical question and spiritual question. Very good. I like. He has that division. One practical question, one spiritual question. So first you, I like that. I like that. This separate, yeah. Practical question. Very interesting question. How long it might take to learn Sanskritam to have rudimentary understanding of these verses? Means this what we are studying, like Ashtavakra Gita or this. It depends upon so many factors. But if still you want some period, if you every day you study Sanskrit 5 or 6 days a week, then and you have a good teacher who knows how to teach, and you are following, you are doing homework also, then I think in 9 months, 10 months you can get very good grasp. I have done it. In 9 or 10 months or something, I studied this Sanskrit and I used to go to the teacher, I used to do homework and go there. So 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours going, 1 or 2 hours coming, 1 hour class. Like that situation I have studied. But about I think 9, 10 months I got very good grasp, So we were able to understand. But it depends upon a good teacher. Teacher and student. Your memory also should be relatively better. Neurons should be available. Yeah. All right. So just because people want some period I have to give. But it depends. This is just approximate. Okay. Another now spiritual question. That also is related to Sanskrit only. Sudipta ji, 9 months are enough if person is following? Good. He is our Sanskrit teacher. So, if you get teacher like him or our Ramchandran ji, he is going to start. You are going to start, no? In Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan? Oh, if he starts, he is one of the best teachers. So, please attend. He is going to start. Are you in Coimbatore? Oh, okay. So, you can online classes also. Online also it would be? Only. You cannot do hybrid. Eh? Okay, okay. So if you get some good teachers, we here in Gurukulam, in last course and earlier course, we had Gurukulam has generally very good teachers Sanskrit. Generally we have 3 levels, very good teachers we have. So if you get like this, it will please, please, yeah. Very good. He also will be happy to have good students, yeah. Okay. Now, spiritual question. Is it imperative to learn Sanskrit for self-knowledge? No. It is not that the people do not have Sanskrit knowledge, they do not get self-knowledge. There is no such thing. If you have a teacher who can explain to you very well the vision of Vedanta, then you can get self-knowledge. It's not imperative. What matters is the teaching and your understanding. It is something like, is it necessary to study Sanskrit for science or even English? Is it necessary to study English for getting the knowledge of this, what is called computer science? Chinese and all, they learn computer science in Chinese. They are doing very well. So Chinese people, there is not that all of them they know English. They are doing in their own language. So English is very popular language. But it doesn't mean that person who doesn't know English well, they will not do it. But having said this, let me add, if you know Sanskrit, it will be an advantage. Because our Pramanam is Vedanta, Upanishad, and they are in Sanskrit. So teacher will explain to you in English. But if you have grasp of Sanskrit, then you will have little bit delta x more. So little bit more you will have. Means you will be able to understand exactly. Because some words in Sanskrit cannot be exactly translated. Like as I told you, adhishthanam cannot be exactly translated. But if you know adhi, stha, dhatu, then you understand what it means. Adhi, stha, lut is adhishthanam. So your understanding will be little bit better. But it is not that if you don't know Sanskrit, you will not get self-knowledge. To say that it is, it's not proper. It is exaggeration. But we have seen that generally people, those who are learned people, generally they know Sanskrit. But it is not that those who don't know Sanskrit, they cannot be wise people. There are people who didn't know Sanskrit well, still they got it. All right. The subjectivity and subject. Can you throw some light on this? P.S. I did understand your explanation with reference to object and objectivity. So the question is, what is subject and subjectivity? See, I am seeing this piece of paper. So this paper is called object. I am called subject. Subject means experiencer. I, the person who is doing things, who is experiencing things, is called subject. And what I am experiencing is called object. I am the subject and everything I experience is the object. Now, so subject, what is subject is clear. This person who is experiencing the objects is called subject. The experiencer, the doer is called subject. In grammar also you might have studied. Rama goes to the village. Rama is what? Subject. All right. Now, what is subjectivity? Subjectivity means the idea or information which is not purely based on evidence, facts, but it is colored by my own opinion, own taste. So that information or that particular perspective is called subjectivity. So the perspective which is not purely based on evidence but based on my personal taste, personal opinion, personal prejudices, that is called subjective, and the abstract noun is subjectivity. For example, we generally give this example. Money is useful. This is objective perspective. That is an objective statement. But money solves all the problems. That is a subjective problem, as a subjective statement. And that is this, the state of this mind is subjectivity. So when I look upon money as the solution to all the problems, the state of my mind can be called subjectivity. Subjective, and its quality is subjectivity. So subjectivity means the perspective based on personal opinions, etc., personal taste, etc. Like if somebody says, if I sit in the front seat, I get more concentration. It is an objective statement. But if somebody says, if I sit from the right side, if I sit on number 4, then only I get more concentration. 5th I will not get. 4th or 7th, Swamiji. Not 5 or 7, 6 or something. That is subjective. If I am on the right side of Swamiji, then I will get more knowledge. On left side, I will be left out. So that is subjectivity. You understand? So we have subjectivity in so many areas. People say, this is my lucky seat. This is subjectivity. You have my lucky place, my lucky dress also. Some people have lucky dress, even though it is very old, still they keep on wearing. Why? It is my lucky dress. In this dress, I got married, I got a job. If marriage worked out well, it's lucky, otherwise unlucky. So this is subjectivity. All right, so I have cleared my earlier questions. Now, you mentioned in the class today to avoid bhogas. Can't the Sakshi not witness the body doing bhogas? Is not it every experience, isn't it every experience a bhoga? Yes. See, what I meant by bhoga means when a person is going after it, person is having emotional dependence upon it, and not getting it creates the frustration, anger, etc. That type of bhoga you don't go after. Otherwise, what will happen? Your mind will be occupied with the thoughts of those bhoga. If you go to the dining hall and today some sweet was given, you eat it. But in the class, 11:30 to 12:30 class itself, today what must be that? A bonda, which bonda will be there? The urad dal bonda or chana dal bonda, or which sweet will be there? Whether they have got it from outside or here only. First, one day they got it from outside, but afterwards they have not got it. So all these thoughts are coming, then that bhoga is binding. Otherwise something comes, you have it, then leave it. Then it is okay. You go after it, then what happens? It becomes a distraction from your pursuit of remaining in the understanding of Sakshi. That's why you have said, cannot Sakshi not witness? Yes, I can witness. No problem. But Sakshi should not insist that I want to witness this bhoga only. Whatever comes, it should witness. Like camera should not tell, bring a good person. Why ugly fellow you brought? Camera doesn't say that. Whoever is there in front, it will click. It is available to picture. Photograph it. So Sakshi, if you say that I am a Sakshi, let me witness the bhoga, means you are not a Sakshi. You are not abiding in the understanding of Sakshi when you have such desire. Sakshi is the one who is free from desires. If bhoga happens, and yes, I appreciate, I am the Sakshi of this bhoga which is happening in the body, fine. But Sakshi doesn't have the desire that let me be Sakshi of this. Then it is not a Sakshi. Then it is a Bhokta only. Yes. All right. In the name of Sakshi Bhava, many people cheat themselves. They do all wrong things and then they will say, I am just Sakshi. So, in fact, they are cheating themselves. Any cheating is really cheating oneself. Any cheating. Especially cheating in Vedanta. Using Vedanta, I try to cheat the world. I am really cheating myself. I am harming myself. It is something like, one person came, in one room, so many people were sitting. One person came, very strong fellow, and asked, who is John? So some people kept quiet. And then somebody said, I am John. Then this fellow who said, I am John, was beaten so much by this entrant. And beaten, so much is beaten, and then he left. Then this fellow, he says, see how I fooled him, I am not John. So by saying I am John, he has harmed himself. So remember, any cheating done any time is really cheating myself. Especially in Vedanta, you cheat that in the name of Sakshi Bhava, you entertain this bhoga, you are the loser. Alright. You can, in fact, if you have got the desire for bhoga, you can simply say that, I want to enjoy this. I have got desire and I think it is not against dharma, so I feel like having. Have it. Instead of saying that let me become Sakshi of the bhoga of laddu, you need not say that. You can simply say, I want to eat laddu. Don't give the Vedantic cover. Simply say, I want to eat laddu. Nothing wrong. Desire to have laddu is not wrong. It's not against dharma. It can be unhealthy for people who have got diabetes. But otherwise it is okay. Alright. I have learned the stotra where was very going. I want to know where and what this meaning. Gurave sarva lokanam vishaje bhavaroginam. Okay, this shloka, Gurave sarva lokanam vishaje bhavaroginam sarva vidyanam. It's not that like that. It is a Dakshinamurti dhyana shloka. Maunavyakhya prakatita para brahma tattvam yuvanam varshishthante vasadrishi ganeravrutam brahmanishthai acharyendram karakalita chin mudramananda rupam swatmaramam muditavadanam dakshinamurtimide vatavitapi samipe bhumi bhage nishannam सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमारात् त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षं नमामि चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं शिष्यास्तु चिर्द्वसंशयाः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. So to come to this shloka, I have to chant the whole shloka. That's why I forgot. So that's why I have to come there. So that is the shloka. So our question is that where is this shloka? This shloka is Dakshinamurti Dhyana shloka, and if I remember correctly, it is attributed to this one Acharya who has written the commentary on this. I think Swayam Prakash Atma, but name I don't remember correctly, but that Acharya has written. Or the Sureshwaracharya, some shlokas Sureshwaracharya has written. He has written the commentary on this Dakshinamurti Stotram called Manasollasa. So some part is from that. Okay. So the meaning is Gurave Sarva Lokanam Vishaje Bhava Roginam Nidaye Sarva Vidyanam. Okay. Nidaye Sarva Vidyanam Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. The main sentence is Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. My salutation to Lord Dakshina Murti. What is the meaning of Dakshina Murti? One who is facing the south. Dakshinabhimukha murtihi yasya saha dakshinamurti. So he is facing the south. So here also you see he is facing the south. South stands for mrityuhu, death. So he is facing the death, giving the message that if you have self-knowledge, you can face the death objectively. And another meaning idea conveyed is when Dakshinamurti is facing the south, the Shishyas who are sitting in front of him will be facing what? The north. The north stands for moksha. So they are facing that moksha. So Dakshinamurti is the teacher who is giving vidya to the Shishyas who are inclined to moksha. And he is facing the south. Alright, so that Dakshinamurtaye Namaha, who is Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam. Nidhi means storehouse. He is the storehouse of all disciplines of knowledge. And Bishaje Bhavarogidam. He is the doctor. Bishaj means doctor. Bishak is a Jakaranta Bishaj Shabda. So he is the doctor for the Bhavarogi, those who are suffering from the samsara, the disease of samsara. Bhava means samsara, rogi means patient. The patient of samsara. So everybody is patient. This is a funny thing is, the doctors, they don't like to be called themselves a patient. Once one doctor I was talking to and I gave some example, when I equated her to the patient, she said, I don't like to be called as patient. I said, what is this? So according to Shastra, everybody is a patient. Every ignorant person is a patient. Bhavarogi. And so Lord Dakshinamurti is the doctor for the patients who are suffering from the problem of samsara. And Sarva Lokanam Gurave. He is the teacher of all the lokas. All people, we can say, are the people in all the worlds. This Abramaryat Vayatita Nirmalam, this shloka I have not heard. If I read this shloka completely, then if I find it, I will tell tomorrow. I will try to find from somebody. Abramaryat, who has asked this question? There. Bala, okay. Abramaryat. Abrameyat. Okay. Abrameyat Vayatita.
Nirmala Jnanamurtaye Manokiram Viduraye Dakshinamurtaye Namaha.
See, most 90% words I know. Only the Abrameyat I have to find out. Otherwise, the main is Dakshinamurtaye Namaha, who is Nirmala Jnanamurti, who is the embodiment of pure knowledge. Pure knowledge can be seen in two ways. The knowledge which is free from doubts and error. And another meaning of Nirmala Jnanamurti means his embodiment of pure consciousness. Manogiram Viduraya. Like today we say, no, that Vang Manasa Tita. So that which is Vidura means that which is not accessible to the mind and the speech. So all words I know except this, then Vayatita also I know. Vayatita means one who is beyond age, means ageless. Only Abrameyat I have to find out. What is the... Huh? Aprameya, because here Abra is there. Aprameya is very easy. Aprameya means that which is not object of knowledge. And Aprameya has got another meaning, immeasurable. Prameya means measurable, Aprameya means immeasurable. Because here Abrameya, therefore I also. Alright. So all questions completed. Okay. Anybody, any question? Today is the last day. Tomorrow we will have a very beautiful program, this dance program. Our Revati ji will give. Then day after tomorrow Swamiji is going to give. The last 25th is the last. So today this is last. I told Swamiji, Swamiji, you should give satsanga, you are not giving. Somebody will take us to consumer court. I told Swamiji. Because all of you were given the idea, no, that Swamiji will take morning, evening and satsang and all. I also thought that. No. But what to do? So Swamiji will take one class. Satsang last, he said 25th. What all questions you have to give? Let it go up to 9:30. No problem. पैसा वसूल करना है. Please do it. Okay. So, yes. Give. Ha.
I had submitted a question, Swamiji.
Ha.
The first question was, w- I've heard the statement, we need to settle our accounts.
Server?
Settle our
Settle our
accounts.
account, yeah.
What does that mean and how do
Okay.
we do that?
It is Swamiji told, no? Settle the account with the Lord. But I can explain. Did I say? I did not say that. Swamiji said, no? Ha. You ask Swamiji, it is better. So you have one more question. Yeah. So you settle account with Swamiji.
But
I also make this statement, but since this time I have not made, so I will not explain. Let Swamiji explain. We'll like to hear from him.
I will ask the second question. then.
Yeah.
This is just curiosity. So, do jnanis have swapnavaste
Yeah.
or do they go straight to sushuptavaste?
Yes, yes. They will have all three states of experience. Jagra, Swapna, Shushupti, all three of them. Because Jnani also has got samskara. You are asking about wise person, no?
Yes.
So
Yes.
wise person has got samskaras, and samskaras are responsible, samskaras and karma are responsible for Swapna Avastha. So he will also will have. But in Swapna Avastha also, because of saturation of the knowledge in Jagrad Avastha, his Swapna also will be very much in line with his Jagrad Avastha. Not necessarily, but generally. You see, when in the waking state you are so much afraid, in dream also you will be afraid. In waking state, if you are not afraid of dog, in Swapnavastha you will not be afraid. Generally. But in waking you are afraid of dog, in Swapnavastha also will be afraid of dog. So generally there is some matching, but not necessarily. In Swapnavastha, even a wise person can have some experience of suffering also possible. All right. Yes.
Thank you. In Advaita Pancharatnam, the refrain at the end is Shivoham, and also in Nirvana Shatkam, same thing, Shivoham. Is there a reason why Shiva is used as the refrain as opposed to, say, another?
No, it is
word?
sometimes Aham Vishnu also is there.
Uh-huh.
Yasya prasadad ahameva Vishnu, that also is there. But Shiva is one thing, is a easy word. So Shiva, and it is used in Mandukya. Shiva, abhyavharya adrishtam abhyavharyam. What is it called? Shantas. What is it? Shantas Shiva. Shantam Shivam Chaturtham Advait Chaturtham Manyante. So Shiva word is used. So it is not necessary that, but predominantly it is used because Shiva refers to Ananda. And Ananda is a Purushartha. Everybody wants Ananda. So discovery of oneself to be Ananda is the ultimate goal. Everybody wants to discover oneself to be Ananda. Therefore Shiva is, but it is not all the time Shiva. The Vishnu also is there.
And is there a reason why, because if Atman is equal to Brahman, why the refrain isn't Brahmoham? Brahmoham.
Brahmoham, it will not be Brahmaham. It is said, Aham Brahmasmi, it is said. Brahmaivahamasmi, Brahmaivahamasmi, it is there. But as I told you, the word Brahma, when you say, it does not give the sense of Ananda immediately. Even Brahma means Ananda. So that's why. Otherwise it can be said, Brahmaivahamasmi is there. Brahmaivahamasmi is there. But Shiva is very popular, yes. All right. Yes. Yes. So I think 9 o'clock will close, so we did not, I did not open my school bag.
Swamiji,
Yes.
sorry if this is a stupid question.
No question is stupid. It's valid for you.
So the reason for asking this question is we are reading so many texts and acquiring so much of knowledge. Swami Vivekananda, if I remember correctly, has said Bhagavad Gita is a bouquet of flowers composed of several Upanishads. Why is it that we are reading so many texts and acquiring so much of knowledge when the purpose is for annihilation of ego? Is it not fueling ego from the knowledge that we are gaining? How do we use that for dissolution of our ego, cultivate and practice humility?
See, it depends. In fact, if you have that particular temperament, that one text is good enough, I'm just addressing you. If one text is good enough, you did not study further. Contemplate on the content of that particular text and dismiss this ego, appreciate yourself to be Shiva. This more and more text we are studying, two reasons are there. One is that this studying the text itself becomes a contemplation. If you remember in one of the classes I said, the same Shravanam can become Mananam for some people, can become Nididhyasanam for some people. So this is one thing. And this type of Nididhyasanam, this Shravanam becomes Nididhyasanam, the Shravana Rupa Nididhyasanam, some people do it because they cannot sit in Nididhyasanam for a long time. Morning 1 hour, afternoon hour, 1 hour, evening 1 hour, Nididhyasanam they cannot sit. But they can listen to the class, 3 hours, they can listen. So this 3 hours class they listen, then those classes will become Nididhyasanam. So whichever way, like mother wants to give protein to the child, whether Complan protein or Bonvita or whatever, whichever way works. Some people can take direct protein X. Some people don't like protein X. Protein X is there, no? Something. So some people like Complan. So it depends. So it depends upon your choice. Another reason is why we study more texts. Because when we study one text, still some questions are there. Some vagueness is there. In fact, sometimes people say, Swamiji, I do not know what I am not clear about. So I do not have the clarity about my non-clarity. Means I do not know what is not clear to me. So sometimes when you study something, oh, this was not clear, this was not clear, this was not clear. So there is some vagueness in our understanding. And that vagueness and these doubts are resolved by studying more and more text. Because every text will be highlighting something specially. Like Taittiriya Upanishad will be highlighting this Panchakosha Viveka. So if you have some vagueness, it will be clear. Some I will be highlighting about this Omkara, Jagra Swapna Shushupti Avastha. So you had some vagueness becomes clear. But if you have clarity with one text and you feel that I am convinced I am limitless Brahman, I am not this ego, you don't have to study. Only thing we will miss one student. Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. But we'll be happy. Yeah. Yes.
Swamiji, we keep referring to Shastra Pramanam. So Shastra Pramanam might include many texts. Is there a finite body of text for Shastra Pramanam or, all the...
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, yes, I can explain this. Mula Pramanam, the fundamental Pramanam for Atmajnanam is Vedanta Upanishad. That is the basic, that is the fundamental, that is the most authentic, valid text. Based on this Vedanta, there are some Smriti Granthas like Bhagavad Gita, Ashtavakra Gita. So they are also called Pramanam, they are also Shastra. Then we have got Brahma Sutra. So there are some this well-known body of scriptures in the form of Prasthanatraya. The Upanishads, Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. These are the three main scriptures for Atma Jnana. But if you ask me, what about Swamiji, this Advaita Pancharatna, that also is a Shastra. But it is an explanatory Shastra, or it is just the scripture, or it is a text which is helping us to understand the Mula Shastra, or helping us to assimilate the vision of the fundamental scriptures. But the fundamental are these three: Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutra. In these three also, Upanishad is the main one. Clear? All right. Yes. I think Mike is also inspiring. Yeah? Mike is there, you feel like asking.
Swamiji, does karma theory fit with the Atma theory? If the corollary is, if all that is only the self, then whose karma is it?
Correct.
And second question, another corollary is, whose ignorance is it?
Whose ignorance?
Ignorance. And one more question I'll put now only. In the light of what all this, where does the Pitru Karma Anushtanam fit? If there is only, in any case, there is only one Atma which is common to all of us, the whole Jagat, then Pitru Karma, what is the relevance of Pitru Karma?
Okay. So, first question is karma theory valid in Vedanta? If you have the vision of I am akarta abhokta, which is the true nature of Atma, there is no karma for you. You have gone beyond karma. But, understanding with conviction. It is reflected in my life. Somebody praises what I have done, I don't feel elated. Somebody criticizes what I have done, I don't feel depressed, I don't feel anything. It is just they are talking about somebody like that. So if I have assimilated vision called Jnana Nishtha, I am Akarta Bhokta, there is no karma theory for you. But Vyavaharika Drishtya means from empirical standpoint, Jiva is accepted as Karta. So as long as you look upon yourself as a Jiva, then there is karma for you, punya papa for you. Theory of karma. Theory of karma is basically this: if you do right action, you will have punyam, which will be fructified in the form of favorable situation. If you do a wrong action, it will create papam, which will fructify in the form of this unfavorable situation. That is the basic part of karma theory. And that is applicable as long as you look upon yourself as Jiva Karta. When you transcend this Kartrutvam cognitively, then there is no karma theory for you. Karma theory is for Karta, and you have seen yourself to be a Karta, karma theory not applicable. It is something like, as long as you are playing the game, you have to listen to the umpire. When you are out of the game, umpire cannot do anything to you. Umpire cannot say you stand there, you can't stand there, he cannot tell. So as long as you are in the game, you have to follow the rules of the game. When you are out of the game, you don't have to follow the rules of the game. Is it clear? First. Ajnanam. Ajnanam for whom? Ajnanam is for Jiva. Ajnanam is for Jiva. See, one thing we need to know, this one principle of Vedanta. Ajnana charcha ajnana avasthayam eva. The discussion on ignorance is in the state of ignorance only. From the standpoint of Atma, there is no ignorance. So when you talk about ignorance, it is in the state of ignorance. All discussion is there from the standpoint of duality only. Advaita bhashaya na chodyam na pariharaha. In Panchadashi, very beautifully said. Chodyam va pariharo va kriyate dvaita bhashaya. Advaite nasti chodyam na parihara. So ajnanam is there for jivaha. Is it clear? So if you ask, ajnanam for whom? Jiva. Technically we say ajnanam is located in Atma and it is covering Atma. It is a prakriya. But practically speaking, Ajnanam is there where it is experienced. You feel Ajnanam in you, but that so you are the locus for Ajnanam. One Bhashyakara discusses this in 13th chapter Bhashyam. He said, where is Ajnanam? He said, where you are seeing. Anyway, so this is okay. Now, what was your third question? Pitru Karmas. Same, you can extend the question number answer to the question number 1 to question number 3. As long as you are looking upon yourself as Jiva, you have got karma which includes Pitru Karmas also. If you see yourself to be akarta, abhokta and you remain in that, not that when Pitru Karmas is to be done, I am akarta. And when some garlanding is to be done, or inauguration is to be done, I will do it. I will do Swamiji, I will do it. It should not be like that. In Hindi they say, mitha mitha gap gap, kadwa kadwa thu thu. So, means when the sweet one comes, you gulp it down. And the bitter one say you spit it out. That's not correct. Both you should do it, or both you reject. So, when you are seeing this, not simply believing, when you are seeing for yourself, I am akarta, abhokta, there is no karma for me. There is no punyam, there is no papam. You remain in this vision, there is no pitru karma for you. No karma for you. But having said this, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, even if a person is a wise person, but if he is in the setup of Grihastha Shrama, he will do Pitru Karma. Not for his sake, just to set a right example, not to set a wrong example, not to create confusion in the minds of the society, he will do karma. Is it clear? All right, so we can continue.
One more here.
Yeah, sure, okay. So I thought this when I got the 3 questions, good, I am happy.
Yeah, when we talked about Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana the other day, you had mentioned some people, they don't do Manana, they do Shravana and they have total faith, Shraddha on the scriptures, and they do Aham Brahma Upasana, which is different from Nididhyasana. So will such people attain Jivan Mukti, or they have to go through Krama Mukti?
See what happens there, they already have listened to this Vedanta. But because of some reason, Buddhi Mandya or something, some reason, they did not get conviction. So this Upasana will remove the obstacles, and that Shravanam which they have done will give the result. Or they can get Krama Mukti, means they will go to Brahma Loka, there they get it done. This discussed in Panchadashi, 9th chapter. All right. Yes, last question.
Hari Om. I have often been asked this question that Vedas are Shabda Pramana, and who is saying that they are the authority for aparushaya things? Vedas themselves are extolling themselves, eulogizing themselves and saying, I am the authority. So I have been asked, how can you say that? Somebody else is saying, then that is something you can believe. I myself am saying, I am the best, I am the best, I am the authority. How should one come and have Shraddha for that knowledge? What I have been asked.
Correct, I understand. See, to dismiss the authenticity of Vedas, a person or agency must be more competent than the Vedas. And so far we have not found anyone. Vedas themselves are so ancient, that we have not found. Competitive authority should be there, no? To say that it is invalid. Like Ramanuja Bhashyam is wrong. Who will say? Who has studied well? You and me cannot say like this, just without studying. We only know there is Ramanuja Bhashyam. We have not studied. We cannot say. So those who have studied Vedas, and then they can show the fallacy with a particular logic to somebody who is accepting the authority of Vedas, then it can be decided. But so far we have not seen any such discussion where the one side this Veda was dismissed by one party was dismissing, one was accepting, and finally these all those who were dismissing Vedas, they won. We have never seen this. And also one more thing, Pujya Swamiji used to say a very beautiful thing here. Your eyes are seeing. How will you know that eyes are seeing until you use your eyes? Which is Swamiji used to give a beautiful example. He says somebody was having blindness since birth. But that problem, the blindness was caused by some particular problem which was not correctable here in India, but in US it was correctable. And some Rotary Club sent them. Swamiji used to say Rotary Club people sent them. And that boy or girl, was operated. Doctors are very satisfied that operation went off well. There will be bandage, and the bandage is open. And now this patient is told, open your eyes, you will see. Now this person is saying, you give me the guarantee, you prove that I will see when I open my eyes. Because if I open my eyes, and if I don't see, my heart will not be able to take it. Because somehow I had managed without seeing, but now I was given big hopes. And if my hopes are not fulfilled, I will not be able to handle it. So you prove that I will see when I open my eyes. Can it be proved? To see that pramana works, you have to use pramana. Similarly, whether Vedanta works or not, you have to use Vedanta. Is it clear? That's how it is. All right. So we will conclude. Shankaraya 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 Mangalam. Shankari Manoharaya Shashvataya Mangalam. Sundaraya Mangalam Sanatanaya Mangalam. Chinmayaya Sanmayaya Tanmayaya Mangalam. Anantaya Mangalam Chirantaraya Mangalam. Nirantaraya Mangalam Purandaraya Mangalam. Achanchalaya Mangalam Achintanaya Mangalam. Jagatshivaya Mangalam Namah Shivaya Mangalam. Mangalam Mangalam Ananda Mangalam. Mangalam Mangalam Dayananda Mangalam. Mangalam Mangalam Dayananda Mangalam. Dayananda Mangalam. Dayananda Mangalam. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnuhu. Mangalam Garudadvajaha. Mangalam Pundarikakshaha. Mangalayatano Harihi. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyanto. Ma Kasyid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः